I can't but help but think that certain storylines can seem so good to be true, in that you just automatically stick to that one when you go through it one time. And when you stick with that and when you cling to it and you go without a scenario there, and that's where things go wrong and being off on the years, but just not identifying the certain scripts for that particular year. And it just may be a matter of having that script be better for a certain year compared to that year. If there's another storyline that's better, and just going through the whole process and going through each player's birthday and which day of the year that they're born, or how many days left in the year there is after the day that they were born. And so when you go through every superstar in the league, and you go through James Harden, you go through CP3, you go through Kevin Durant, you go through LeBron James, go through all these guys, including Anthony Davis, to know that he is definitely going to get traded to the LA Lakers. Born on March the 11th, 11-3. It's Los Angeles, California. That equals 113. So that's going through the Gematria process and seeing that, hey, Stephen Curry born on the 73rd day of the year. That's why it was Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals that year. Like, even though there was a storyline going with James Harden and averaging 36 points per game and being the Warriors, the NBA now I know have that line of deception to where they script certain regular season games to make it seem like the team that they're trying to hype up as a rival can beat them in the playoffs. So I think that, with that being said, that's what went wrong with the regular season series, is that the regular season series was a trap, and that, hey, they all went with the Warriors in the playoffs. I mean, the referees game one, and then James Harden didn't even want to drive to the basket game 5, but also Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson were purposely jacking off shots at certain times. It just completely early on in the shot clock, just off the backboard, just terrible shots. And that made no sense to me, because it really seemed like the Houston Rockets had some really big runs at the most opportune times of the game, and they always had a slow start. But with that being said, the Rockets threw the series. The Rockets threw the series because, number one, James Harden did not drive at all during the fourth quarter. Like, James Harden was passive, and he let the Warriors win that game. In game 6, James Harden has a great game, but then out of nowhere, he throws a dumb, boneheaded elbow, and he gets an offensive foul and puts up he has a terrible turnover there. It just made no sense there. And I really thought the Rockets threw the series, and at the same time, the referee did help the Warriors game 1. But then you have an injury like the Kevin Durant. You have to get Kevin Durant out of there, and you have to have the classic Splash Brother Warrior team back. And the Warriors without iso ball. And now Stephen Curry symbolically got his team back. Kevin Durant faked his injury. He's going to the Knicks. AD 22 points in his last game. You see that?